What's up, Tackle fans? Welcome back for episode 9 of Tackle Primetime, powered by the NCSA. This week, Coach and Coach are breaking down the top defensive tackles in the country. Then they explain how recruits need to conduct themselves on official and unofficial visits. Here are your experts.
Great, Ashley. Let's get right into it, Randy.
Coach, like all great defensive tackles, you redirect well. Speaking of redirecting, let's run through the top defensive tackles on our recruiting board. If you want to stop an opponent's running game, you better have some big men up front that can hold the point and occupy blockers.
Randy, and even better, is a versatile tackle that can both stop the run and get upfield and rush the passer.
First up on our list of big nasties is Taylor Bible, 6'3", 280 pounds, out of John H. Geyer High School in Texas. Should be a dominant guy in the middle, may play on Sundays. He's big, tough, athletic kid. He can redirect, run, uses his hands, can get a push, and can get to the boundary, Coach.
Randy, Ricky Heimuli, 6'4", 294 pounds, Brighton High School, Brighton, Utah. Ricky is a powerful guy with a good get-off, competes, and he has a great motor. He plays with good pad level, good leverage, gets a push, and chases the ball down. You know one thing, Randy, great defenses, the hallmark, pursuit.
Absolutely, Coach. Another one of those guys is Dominique Easley, 6'3", 260 pounds, Curtis High School in New York. He's got a great get-off. He's an explosive, athletic kid and can run. A 3 technique waiting to happen, Coach.
Lewis Nix, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 318 pounds, my friend. Rains High School, Rains, Florida. Another guy that gets off the ball real quick. Shoots his hands, gets a great rush, and is a load inside. He is a force. When he gets into a conditioning program at the next level, he might be able to even be a 1-gap guy. Getting penetration also, whereas now he's more of a 2-gap guy, and he swallows up those blockers. All right, now, Randy, let's wrap things up tonight by explaining how recruits need to conduct themselves on visits. Equate the recruiting process to marriage. You don't go on 1 or 2 dates and then get married. The process is about building trust between the recruit and the coaching staff. So the relationship must go beyond phone calls and emails. We suggest recruits start taking visits as early as their freshman year and continue all the way until they sign on the dotted line.
That's great advice, Coach.
Thank you.
There are different types of visits, official visits and unofficial visits. Official visits are only offered by coaching staffs to top senior recruits, and the university pays all the costs. A recruit can only take up to 5 official visits to Division I and II schools combined. The rules for these visits are closely monitored by the NCAA. Unofficial visits are much different. They are paid for by the athlete and the family and can happen at any time. To take an unofficial visit, the first step is to plan and set up your visit. You should call or email the coach to set things up. Don't just show up on campus. Remember, coaches are restricted when they can call you back, so be sure to be persistent. Get a hold of that coach or someone in the football office. Arrange a specific time to meet the coaching staff. Check out the dorms, the training room, the weight room. Then meet with someone in admissions and maybe an advisor in a specific college you're interested in, like business or engineering. Make it count. Recruits with highlight or game DVDs and recruiting resumes should send them ahead of time and also bring a copy with you. A lot of things get misplaced in a football office. Finally, dress for success and shut off the cell phone. Show respect for the people you're visiting. This is a business trip.
Randy, a big part of the planning process is researching a particular college or university. It's a great way to show interest and also gives you valuable information to use when it comes time to make a decision. Athletes should also be prepared for questions that will come their way, like what other colleges are recruiting you? Do you have other visits planned? Have you been offered a scholarship? Every visit had a different timeline, but it's important to be sure to handle yourself with class for the length of the entire visit. Every single person you meet will probably be quizzed by the staff, the coaching staff also later, to make sure you treated them with respect and you were attentive. You need to show coaches that you are serious about being a student athlete at their university.
Finally, enjoy your trip, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
Take advantage of any time you have with the coaching staff. Sometimes coaches are very busy, particularly on game day visits, so make every second count. When things are over, be sure to thank everyone, and when you get back home, immediately follow up with a thank you note. Don't forget you're building relationships, like Coach said.
That closes things out this episode. Remember to check back next week as Coach Kamel and Coach Taylor break down more of the nation's top athletes and talk about what it takes to get recruited. In the meantime, remember to start your recruiting process now with Takkle and NCSA.